Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's another episode of the Hillbilly Think Tank with me, Elliot Spencer Keck. I'm coming at you from Hardin County, Kentucky. I want to talk to you again about the debacle that we've got on Fort Knox, where our security guards aren't getting paid. And I've thought about it. That $113,000 at least that it costs to staff those gates every day with essential workers, there's a money that we can be using to staff those folks. And that's coming from that east wing of the White House that's being torn down. Now, this is the people's house. The people's house, meaning that is our house. We pay for it every year. We pay the rent, the security for the White House. Nobody is supposed to take a house that they rent and do major renovations on it without asking the people. Were you asked? Was I asked if we wanted a ballroom that we can never effing dance in? I don't think so. You know, I don't think that any one of us is going to be invited to that ball unless we pay millions of dollars to buy some Bitcoin from that son of a gun that's tearing down the people's house in the East Wing to make a dancing floor. Now that $250 million, because oh yeah, it was supposed to cost $200 million, but now it's going to cost $250 million to build this dance floor that nobody asked for and nobody thinks is as important as our essential workers here in America. This is downright disgusting. We should all say, hey, you're hurting folks here in Hardin County. That's tax base that we could use from our honest laborers who need to be paid. That's a tax base that we're not going to get back anytime soon. We have essentials that we need here, but you're depriving folks of a paycheck, depriving them of their mortgage payment, their kids' dental payments for their braces, their kids' meals, all because no one wants to work the art of the compromise. All right, we can make a $250 million dance floor that no one can use except for some privileged folks that are already getting a big tax break. So, we're being told that $250 million is coming from donations. Oh yeah, donations from billionaires who don't have to pay those taxes anymore. So they'll give it to the guy who said, oh, you don't have to pay any taxes, billionaires. Give me some pocket change so I can dance at night. We know that Nero fiddled while Rome burned. Somebody is dancing while essential workers go unpaid here in Hardin County and across this great nation of ours. And many of these folks are some of my best friends. Many of them are folks who I shed tears, blood, and sweat with downrange. Now they're working for the federal government, still serving our nation. They're not going to get to dance on that dance floor. They're not going to get to eat caviar or even KFC at the White House. So this is downright ludicrous. Give that $250 million to the folks who are manning our gates at Fort Knox and all the other bases around this nation. All right, y'all. You might have heard enough for the night, but don't let these politicians hear the last of us, right? We can't let them dance while we starve, while our mortgages go unpaid, while our electric bill goes unpaid. Temperature's starting to drop. We don't need these folks freezing in their homes just because someone else wants to dance. Pretend like they're dancing because we know that fool can't dance anyway. All right, have a great evening. Love one another. Remember, we are our brothers and our sisters' keepers. We love our neighbors just as we love ourselves. We wouldn't do this to our neighbors because we wouldn't do it to ourselves. Have a great night.